Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. This time I want to pour a bowl and I've mixed my colors. I'm using here, by the way, the ultracast resin. The first color here is the golden caramel, pearlescent mica from Etta Art. Then I have the interference pearl and it's also a mica, and then a champagne tone, and I mixed it with the golden caramel. So these are my colors. I want to go in soft brownish goldenish colors, and I'm pouring first my clear resin into the mold. So, and if you are wondering that my mold is so dirty, I actually painted the edges with some chameleon pigment, but I was a little bit unlucky because later on I lost parts of this interference color, or this chameleon pigment, I'm sorry, not interference, and I will tell you later in the video about it, so don't wonder. Anyway, I placed my clear resin and I waited till my whole bottom of the mold was covered, and then I started drizzling my colors. So first I thought I'm using the pearl color and I'm drizzling from rather up high. You see, just drizzling. Not any specific pattern, I'm just wanting to make sure that I have a beautiful color blending, because the top side will be also my side for this bowl. And at the bottom I hope for a nice crackle effect, so I also have a nice bottom side of the bowl later. So this is now the mixture of the champagne tone and the pearl color, and now I have the golden caramel, and this is a little bit darker, as you can see. So I really think it's a nice mixture of really nice brownish colors, and together with the interference pearl it makes it also a little bit lighter at some points. So you see, I'm drizzling away. Do you say drizzling? I think you say drizzling. So I just don't think about what I'm doing. I just pour or drizzle my resin on top of my clear resin. And I think in this way you can really achieve beautiful patterns also from the pouring side, because we are all always very focused on the back side. But I think it's also sometimes very beautiful what you pour, on the side you're actually pouring. And not many artists are really taking care for this. And I need to say, it's the same with me. I always forget how beautiful also the pouring side can be. So yeah, this is what I'm doing here. And you see, I'm just altering the colors till my cups are empty. And I'm really thinking there will be nice blendings, because you can already see at the edges how the resin is moving and creates beautiful effects. And they're actually not too dark. So now there's a little time lapse where you can see how the resin is moving. And it makes a beautiful pattern on that side. I don't know why the resin is pouring from one side more than from the other. I mean pulling to the center, not pouring, pulling to the center. It just is. So off camera I took care for a leaf. I used from Let's Resin the marble, which is the chameleon pigment, and I brushed it into the awesome feather mold from Molds and Shapes, and I just filled one leaf or one feather up with some resin, and then I let it cure. So I did this already a while ago, and I didn't film it because I think I filmed the feathers a couple of times, so I think you know what I did. So anyway, now I'm just taking clear resin, and I'm taking here for my top layer the mastercast resin, and I'm just pouring it on top of my mold. So you will see later in the end video that the feather is at 2 or 3 parts sticking out a tiny eensy bit. I didn't want to pour another layer of resin in there, and I actually don't mind that it's sticking out a little bit, and I think it also adds a little bit more to the depths, but maybe you think different, maybe you would have just made another top layer, but I just thought I just leave it how it is because I liked it, and it's really only a tiny eensy bit. So this is my top layer done, and my mold, it's doming, and you will see I will fight later with a little bit of overfloating, but you can easily trim this off and it's gonna be okay. So this is my resin placed. I will take a little bit care with the heat gun to pop some bubbles, and then I just let my resin cure. But I really love the effect with the one feather from the feather mold, and yeah, I love this color shading of the background. I think it looks very beautiful. Also love those brownish goldenish colors. Very nice. So this is practically my pour done. I need to let the whole thing cure, and then yeah, I can demold, and this is the next day, and I can take it out of the mold. My resin piece, it's quite heavy because my mold was really doming, and you see, not at that side, but at the other side there now that I have some spillings. I tried to wipe it off, but it didn't work, and then I just thought I just let it cure and I trim it off later. So, and look at this nice crackle effects at the background and these nice color blendings on that side, and you can really see a very beautiful goldenish brownish feather, which I really love. And the back of the feather, I added some of the golden caramel, which I liked, and here you see the interference, but I have to paint it off later because I did this. And this is an old video, but this is only to show you how I do my bowl. I just place it in hot water, my piece. Then I take it out after a while, and then I'm shaping my bowl. But because I used the tape, the ducting tape, it was too strong and it tore off some of the chameleon pigment. So you need to be very careful with this. I didn't know how to save this. I tried to with color, but it didn't work. So I used my pen. I have some of these metal pens, and I just used the color which I liked, and I painted it off. It's a pity because I think with the interference color at the edges it would have looked even better, but you will see it later in the final result. This is now me shaping the bowl, so you know what I've done, but I guess a lot of people already saw how I'm doing this, and actually the whole pour, I should have mentioned it at the beginning, but I mention it now. It's inspired by Art of Chester Cat. Rebecca, she's a good resin friend of mine, and yeah, she has so brilliant ideas with interference colors, and I really adore her art. So I will link Rebecca into my description box because she's a big inspiration for these kind of pours, and yeah, please have a look for it. Anyway, I'm struggling here, as you can see, but this is the way I shaped my bowl, also the big bowl, and yeah, and then I let it cure for 24 hours, so it's really hardened and it cannot move back in a flat shape. So, and now this is the final result, and I'm very happy with this. And with this end video, I love and leave you. I thank you for watching, and take care, guys. Bye bye.